feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated what you say, the way you act. Well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can't you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you say are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. How it hurts to see you smile, like a dagger in me. She just seems so juvenile. I just want it to be me. I wanna set your world on fire. Oh, you're so sure I'll stick around. Oh, my heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you say are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. Oh, even if I can't deny that all the things you say are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
Hey guys, I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and I was busy typing in the chat, so I almost didn't say hi. It's like, oh, it's time. How is everybody doing today? Y'all excited? I hope y'all are. I have been so excited over the last couple of months. There's been a lot of summits, a lot of things going on, so much inspiration out there. And of course, I love Brandy's summits, period. So I can't wait to see what everybody else has made. We are just getting started with day one. Let me see. I do want to say hello to everybody in the chatty chat. I do see some of some folks' names in there that I do recognize, like Susan Trimper. You're in everything. So hi, honey. Did see someone liked that Joyce says it's great that you use the Joy. I don't see that Cricut used much. That's my only Cricut. I do have a Scan and Cut. I love my Scan and Cut too, but the Cricut Joy fits on my desk. It's like I can reach for it a lot easier than getting up and going and getting the machine over on the side and working on that one. So it is a little bit more convenient for me, but it works out great. I'm going to scroll up, see if there's any kind of questions. Christine says, what keeps you inspired? Well, one thing that keeps me inspired is you guys. Because, yeah, I see that one up there. Thank you. Yeah, Christine wanted to know what keeps me inspired. So I like seeing what other people make. Sometimes I inspire myself because I'm shocked at how nice a card will turn out. But one of the things that I do on a regular basis, and you guys are all welcome to come and hang out with us when we do that, but I go live a lot right now. And I've been going live on Tuesday nights for quite a while. And on Tuesday nights, I open up my Discord. That's it's kind of sort of like Facebook, but if you're not familiar with it, we can teach you about it. But I've got a channel in there that is just what we call a stream showcase, where all of y'all can post in their pictures of what you're creating, and then I can share them with everybody else on screen. And there is some gorgeous things that people have been posting in there. I absolutely love it. And it doesn't really matter if it is just a card or if it is some other kind of project. There's all in there. So I do see that there is a question. They want to see my card. So this is the one that I made for this summit. And I need to, you got to see how it works. If you haven't already seen my thing, I haven't made one of these in quite a while, and I've got the stuff to do it. So why not, right? So this one looks like that. And then when you open it, the ghost spins. I think that was so fun. And I did make it so that it has a separate inside so you can write your personal message and everything in here, but it closes like that so you can kind of have a background in there. So it's almost like this is the front of the card. This is the card front. This is what it's supposed to look like. But to get it to spin again, you just wind it back up. And all you needed really was some clear thread. Yeah. I think I've got clear thread. I've got fishing line, stuff that I've actually had specifically to do something like this, and then it sat on the shelf for a while. So I've been telling folks a lot lately to get out the stuff that's in your stash and play. You never know what kind of things you're going to create. Okay. Loretta, hello, honey. How are you doing? Loretta's saying, thanks for sharing your creativity. What is your latest creative adventure? Going live every single day. So one of the things that's got me excited right now is my YouTube channel is growing more. I am real excited about that. And we're doing a celebration month where I'm doing live streams, giveaways, guests, all the things on my channel pretty much all month. Although I'm probably going to have to take some time off to go out of town for Thanksgiving, but it's still being a lot of fun. And y'all, of course, are all invited to do that. So that's been my latest adventure. But mostly what I do is I do cards almost on a daily basis. Right now, I'm really doing them on a daily basis. So that's what I do crafty wise. And of course, we're going into Christmas. So getting all the Christmas cards done. And then we're going to be going into January and February, where it's a good time to give out either Valentine's Day or thank you for sending me something at Christmas, those kind of cards. So lots and lots and lots of cards. Having so much fun with all of that. Oh, thank you, Carol. Okay. Tina's asking, what got me started crafting and what is your main inspiration? I think I've always liked making things, but I went through a long period of time. Got married, raised my husband's kids, all of that, where my focus was more on the children than it was on doing anything for me. So I've always been one to do for others before I do for myself. And kind of the only crafting I did was something specifically for the kids. And that was for a very long period of time. After my first husband passed away, don't cry, it's been years, it's been a while, I'm remarried the whole bit. But after he passed away and I started moving on into other areas, I kind of picked up my planner again after quite a while. And I didn't like any of the pages in the planner. I didn't like the format. I didn't like how any of it was done. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to make myself. I know how to use Google Doc. I know how to use Word. I know how to use my printer. I can make my own. And then I started doing a little research on YouTube. And this has been several years ago. So I did some research on YouTube and came across, oh, there are stamps to use in your planner? Well, that's neat. So I got some of those and more research. And it's like, who's this Jennifer McGuire? What is she do? Oh my God. Yeah. So I fell in love with all the things Jennifer McGuire. And that was basically the beginning of my dive down this rabbit hole. I mean, I've done other kinds of crafting and things too, but that's the thing. I've been doing the card making thing ever since I got hooked on Jennifer McGuire. Okay. Any more questions? I'm looking up and I know that, thank you so much. Thank you. Erin Reed is in the background helping us. So Tina wants to know what's my favorite thing to make. Light up cards. To be honest, I love light up cards. Especially since I learned how to do it without having to think too hard on it. It's gotten so it's really easy to do it with the Pear Blossom Press One Light. I know I didn't do a One Light card in this summit. I do it in a lot of summits. And even yesterday, I got to craft with Amanda from Pear Blossom Press, and we did something else. We did wobbles instead of light up cards. What's my least favorite thing to make? Is that a real question? So Essie, I can't say that there's anything that I don't like making. I like the experimentation process. My biggest problem is finding the time to do all the things I want to do. I mean, it's a lot of fun to do all the things, but then when you put so much on your plate, you've got all these ideas and all these things that you've told people you're going to do, and then you run out of time. I have fun just creating. There's two parts of my brain. It's of everybody too, but I find in me, right brain and left brain are in constant argument. Right brain wants to do all the fun, creative stuff and play, and left brain is saying, this has to be done right. You need to be yeah. So it's kind of a conflict. So I kind of try to get them to balance, and it kind of sort of works. But I love doing the creative part. I get tired when I do the analytical part now. I used to do the analytical part as a job. Oh, one craft tool that I wish I had? Susan. One craft tool I wish I had. Yeah. Well, I've got the Glimmer system. I've got the ScanNCut. I've got the Cricut Joy. I can't say that there's a tool that I really want that I don't have yet, or have something that will do the same thing. My thought on tools is that there is a place in your toolbox for basically anything, as long as you're going to use it. You don't really want to, you can use things for different things. Like you can use, okay, toolbox. I'm just going to go in that route. You could use a shoe to act as a hammer. You won't get the same results, and you're liable to destroy the shoe. So it's the same kind of things with all these. Shannon's saying laser. Now okay. One thing I would like to have would be a 3D printer. I think that would be cool. But I also know me. First off, I don't have room for it. And because of all the things that I already do, would I use it that much? I'm already disappointed in myself for not using my ScanNCut more. So the same thing is for the laser. The laser would be fabulous, but how often would I use it? I'd like to have a sublimation printer, but how often would I use it? I already use the markers and stuff from Artistry to do the same kind of thing. So you can't sublimate. So there's different ways you can do stuff with the tools that you have. And do I have space for the other things? Todd is, I've got a craft oven. Yeah, it's in the kitchen with the other toaster ovens and stuff. And Todd's a little disappointed that I don't use it often. Todd's my husband, by the way, if y'all don't already know. But yeah, he's a little disappointed I don't use it any more often. But I've made I think 6 mugs or so far in it over the last year or two. We don't have room for any more coffee mugs. At one point we cleaned out stuff out of the kitchen, and that's one reason why I haven't really made more of them. It's because, Susan says she'll share her sublimation printer with me because she hasn't opened the box. Honey. I love your card, but I'm not able to access the speaker resource. I don't even remember what the resource was, but email me at support@wjscraftingcorner.com, and I will check into that and see what's going on. I had another summit not too long ago that was having some issues. Some people were able to get the things and some people were not, and I think a lot of it has to do with my email service, and I plan on fighting with them as soon as I get a chance to try to get the stuff fixed. Susan, are you in Florida? Susan Trimper said that she'll let me use her sublimation printer if I'll let her use my oven. Well, I would be happy to, but I'm not carrying that thing on a plane. That's too big. Just like I know you're not going to do the same thing with your printer. Okay. Is there anything I find difficult with making with the Joy? Not really. Probably the most difficult, I guess, would be learning the software and figuring out what to do on that one. Depending on what kind of a card maker you are, you may go more towards the hands-on things like stamps and dies and that sort of thing, or you may go more into the digital realm with the digital printables and SVGs and things. I'm kind of in the middle, but I do more with the hands-on. But it's not to say that you can't use it in both. I've discovered that you can make any sentiment you want to on the Cricut Joy. So if you don't have one for, say, your die cut project that you want, you can create it in there. You can have it draw everything out. You can even have it cut it out. So it is really, really cool. So yeah. It's not really that it's one that just, it requires a learning curve and a little shift in how your creativity works. Like, you can get a lot of designs from different places like design bundles and that sort of thing. You can create your own SVGs if you don't see something that you like. But depending on the time, it really depends on if I have the time to do that. I hope that kind of sort of makes sense. What are your options for cleaning your blades and mats? I have heard for the blades that you can use tinfoil to help clean them. I have not had to do that yet myself. What I do tend to do is when I'm using one of the blades, I will take them out and I'll try to make sure I blow off any kind of dust or paper fibers or whatever that's on it, because mine are used mostly for cutting paper. And I know that that can dull it faster, and I know that the fibers can make it feel dull even if it's not dull. Was there another part of the question? Because I already forgot. Okay. Susan says I have to go to visit her in South Carolina. Oh, cleaning the mats. Yes. Cleaning the mats, soap and water does help. I have noticed that with the Cricut mats, I don't think the sticky deteriorates as fast as maybe the sticky on my Scan and Cut ones. I have had to completely take all of the adhesive off, which you can do. You can scrub it off and re-stick them because it just was not staying sticky enough. And then, of course, you have to buy new ones. And those are some that you do have to do more often. So far with my Cricut Joy, which I've had about 1.5 to 2 years, and I don't really use them all that often. I'll be honest. I don't use them a lot. But I haven't really had to replace any of the mats, and I haven't had to re-stick them yet. So mostly I just clean them off with just water or with soap and water to get all of that paper off of it. Basically get rid of all the dust. And you don't want to clean them with a paper towel because that just puts more paper dust on there. How do you make money with card making? Good question. I give most of my cards away, guys. I'll be honest. When I was working a job, I did sell some at where I was working, but I didn't really sell a lot. I know some folks do craft fairs. I have yet to do my first one. I mean, I guess part of my reservation for doing those is where I didn't know that I didn't really have enough confidence last time I looked into it to think that anyone was going to buy my cards. Now I have people telling me that they want all of them. And instead I just give them away or I donate them, something like that. So if you're doing something other than just making the cards as a hobby, I mean, those are ways that you can make it from the cards themselves, but there are ways also if you decided to do tutorials and things like that. There's affiliate income. There's just different things that you can do, but just in the card making part, probably Etsy or craft fairs would work because I do know a couple people that are doing pretty decent with both of those. Okay, guys, looks like we are going to be wrapping up. I do know that there is another live stream starting up in just a few minutes. I do want to go back to Tina, though, who asked about resticking. I do have a video up on my YouTube channel, so all you have to do is look up how to restick your, I think you might want to say how to restick your scan and cut mat because it's going to be the same. Tina, you can make as big of a card as you've got a piece of cardstock. I like A2, but you could do anything else. Anyway, the replay will be up here. You can find me over at DebbieJ'sCraftingCorner.com. By the way, I will be going live at noon today. You guys have got a lot of stuff going on, so if you want to pop in and say hi, you're more than welcome to. And again, that is Debbie J's Crafting Corner here on YouTube. So I will see you guys later. Anything, I don't know if I've got any more time because I know that Aaron needs me to get off of here. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you so much for everything that you do to help the community grow and everything too. And I will see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys at noon maybe. Bye, guys.